The night arrived without announcement. No sudden darkness, no sharp edge between day and evening. Just a gradual softening of the world, as if everything had agreed quietly to slow down together. Street lights began to glow one by one, not to illuminate, but to comfort. Fair light spilled gently onto empty sidewalks and quiet roads, stretching into long reflections that shimmered faintly after the rain. The air carried a coolness that settled into the skin without resistance. Inside a small room, a single window remained open. A chair, a small table, a lamp with a warm, steady glow. A book left open where it had been forgotten, its pages resting mid-thought. Time felt different here. Not measured, not chased, just present. If this moment feels familiar, you can subscribe now and return whenever you need this kind of quiet. The person sitting by the window wasn't waiting for anything, not tonight. They had spent years waiting for signs, for clarity, for the right moment, but something had changed quietly along the way. Now they allowed moments to arrive on their own. Their reflection faintly appeared in the glass, blending with the night beyond. For a second, it was hard to tell where they ended and the world began. They breathed slowly, in and out. Each breath felt heavier than the last, but not in a way that burdened. It grounded them, anchored them to the here and now, where nothing needed explanation. At one time, silence had felt uncomfortable. It had asked questions they didn't yet know how to answer. It had revealed things best hidden beneath noise and distraction. But tonight, silence felt like an old friend, familiar, patient, understanding. Outside, the city continued on without urgency. These small sounds didn't interrupt the quiet. They belonged to it. The person rested their hands on their knees, fingers relaxed, shoulders no longer holding up the weight of the day. A deep breath. The room seemed to exhale with them. If this release resonates with you, you can leave a quiet comment below. A single word is enough. And if this moment helped, a gentle like lets me know. They stood and moved slowly toward the lamp, adjusting it just enough to dim the light without losing its warmth. Shadows stretched across the walls, gentle and unafraid. The world felt smaller now, in the best possible way. There was peace in the smallest. They picked up the book from the table, not to read, but to feel its weight in their hands. The pages carried words meant for another moment. Tonight was not about absorbing something new. It was about returning to what already existed. They placed the book back down. Some lessons didn't come from reading. Some understanding didn't arrive through effort. Some truths waited patiently until the noise grew tired of shouting. They returned to the chair, facing the window once more. The glass felt cool beneath their fingertips. It reminded them of boundaries, thin, transparent, but present. They thought about all the moments they had believed they were falling behind, all the timelines that were never theirs to begin with. A soft smile appeared, not because everything was perfect, but because perfection was no longer required. They stood once more, turning off the lamp entirely this time. Darkness filled the space, but it wasn't empty. It held the shape of everything that had been felt, everything that had been released. Tomorrow would arrive when it was ready, but tonight belonged to the pause, to the breath between moments, to the stillness that didn't demand anything in return. If this stillness brought you comfort, you can share it with someone who may need it too. And if you'd like more moments like this, subscribe to Shush Stories. Rest well. And the night, faithful and unhurried, continued to hold everything exactly as it was, long enough for rest to find its way in.